So this lesson is all about recursive rules for sequences. So before getting to that, I just want to review a simple sequence here. A sub n equals n plus 5. So the rule is you take the input, you add 5, and that's your output. And you can see the resulting terms, the a sub n right here, and the inputs 1 through 5. This is actually called an explicit rule. There's another way to write a sequence called a recursive rule. A recursive rule is not a relationship between inputs and outputs. The relationship is between only the outputs. So what if we ignore these? How can you write a rule based on just the outputs? Well, what I would say is the first term is 6, and then you add 1 each time. So with a recursive rule, there are two parts. The first part is you need to define the first term or terms. So the first term here is 6. And the rest of the terms only depend on the first term because you're adding 1, and that's it. So that's the only first term defined. A sub n equals the previous term, which is written as a sub n minus 1 plus 1. The plus 1 means you're adding each time. The a sub n minus 1, this is probably the most confusing part of working with sequences. This means the previous term. So let's put these positions back. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I want to find the first term, that's defined a sub 1 equals 6. The second term, a2, equals a sub n minus 1 plus 1. a2 equals a2 minus 1, which is a1, plus 1. And a1 is 6. So a2 equals 6 plus 1 equals 7. I did every little step here so you can see how this works. So you can see how this a sub n minus 1, it's used to build the sequence. So there are a lot of examples of this in the lesson and also a lot of practice, but that's the big picture.